Consequence culture. Consequence culture is the newest buzz term that everyone who has a bitch cart is hitching their bitch cart to. What is a bitch cart? A bitch cart is a cart that bitches have. It holds all your bitch. Right? And now you want to hitch your bitch cart to this new buzz term so that way the heat of actually being a bitch-made motherfucker doesn't fall squarely on your shoulders. It falls on the shoulders of your collective, your brand new collective. And you can hide behind motherfuckers as a result of it. You can depend on everyone else to justify your bitchness to everyone who's saying, why are you a bitch? That's what this is. What do we have here in essence? We have cancel culture, which progressed to now consequence culture, which will ultimately progress to, oh my God, he's bleeding out culture. How do I know this? Because of people like Nick Fuentes when they say shit like this.
People are saying that this is right-wing cancel culture. They're saying, how are we any better than the left? They're saying, isn't that hypocritical? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And I don't even think we need to argue about it at all, actually. The time for arguments is over. It's been over. You want to see the last guy that was arguing with the left? Well, you can attend his funeral on Sunday. He got shot for arguing, so I'm good. We tried debating. We tried arguing. We tried running for office. We tried governing, and what happened? Well, let's see. Trump got shot in the head, and then Charlie Kirk got shot in the neck and died. And now our own side wants to argue about the principle of the matter. They want to argue about consistency, hypocrisy. We are in a war. This is a war. This is a fight.
We're at war. We're done talking, and we're at war. We have to fight. So if there's no more talking, then what? Get someone fired from their job? What happens when that person who is fired from their job decides, you know what? I know one of the motherfuckers that decided to do this to me. Let me go split their wig. Then we have a whole nother set of problems. Because I'm fairly certain the right's not just going to bitch up, even though they are part of the bitch cart crew. I am pretty certain that collectively speaking, they're not just going to be like, holy shit. They're going to start dropping motherfuckers too. And then what do we have? A war. An actual war. This shit Nick was calling for. That's how that goes. If you don't believe that's how that goes, just look at the left. Because that's how it went for them. So then, we go from consequence culture season to anybody can get it season. Any and everybody can get it season. And you did all that because of a motherfucker like Matt Walsh. Because they gave you the wind in your sails to go forth with your bitch cart and your bitch-made nature with your chest poked out. They provided you with some of the lamest fucking arguments that one could ever imagine, and you're using them as your newest talking points to justify the possession of the bitch cart. You. So then, let's look at Matt Walsh, shall we? Some time ago, there was a raggedy bitch on Twitter who decided to make fun of the AIDS epidemic in Africa and present herself as the white person who was above catching it because she was white. That was the beginning of cancel culture in this country, and Walsh agrees with me on this point. Here's proof.
I agree it requires culture change. I think that's exactly what we're seeing here. That's my point. As I said in my monologue, if thousands of people had rallied together to donate $500,000 to Justine Sacco way back when, effectively the patient zero of modern cancel culture, then there is a very good chance that cancel culture would have died in the cradle. People respond to incentives. Mods do too. You need to break the incentive structure. I can't see any other way to change their behavior. I'm Matt Walsh.
This is the raggedy bitch he was talking about. One Justine Sacco. And this is the comment that she made on Twitter that got her ass canceled from a nice cushy PR position. Take it in. Going to Africa. Hope I don't get AIDS. Just kidding. I'm white. Jokes, giggles, ha ha ha. Also, making fun of the plight of millions of motherfuckers who just so happen to die from that goddamn disease. And if you look into the history of how that motherfucker started, well, we're talking some whole other shit now, aren't we? But making fun of the plight of millions of dead people nonetheless. I mean, everybody on the left is just doing it for one dead people. This bitch did it for millions. And not only that, she sprinkled on a little racism with it. Fuck it. Ha ha ha. Listen, I for one enjoy a good joke. I find that shit funny. I also found this joke pretty funny. One in which Matt Walsh here decided to melt over like a goddamn sugar mound in the rain. Same with the rest of you bitch cart packing motherfuckers. But explain to me how this is any worse than what the Sacco bitch said about the Africans. That's neither here nor there. The fact of the matter is, she did everything that you all claim is so reprehensible when it comes to Charlie Kirk. She's not the only one to do that. Matt did it his goddamn self.
I couldn't taste my coffee and for a second was worried that I had COVID. But then I remembered that it's Dunkin' Donuts coffee and it never has any taste. I'm Matt Walsh.
COVID-19, responsible for killing hundreds of thousands of motherfuckers and millions globally. Let's make light of their plight. Let's laugh in the faces of motherfuckers who just so happen to lost loved ones because of this shit. Let's ha ha and hee hee. That, by the way, was not a funny joke. It just sucked. You suck at comedy, Matt. You're a dry whore. That's neither here nor there. But what we have here is, again, what you motherfuckers find so goddamn reprehensible about the left today. One could say that all of it is equally reprehensible. But Matt defended Justine, didn't he? Matt then decided, I'm going to indulge myself in this reprehensible bullshit. Didn't he? Fast forward sometime later, and just because it's some shit he don't want to hear, now there needs to be societal consequences. So then, what do we have here? We have an instance that I believe to be somebody who's being paid to stir the pot. Because you either are this guy over here or this new bitch right here. And if you're this new bitch right here, what caused you to do such a 180 on a principle that you held so dear in such a short amount of time? My guess would be the Ben Shapiro check. Uh-oh. Here is a montage of some of Walsh's other greatest hits.
What the fuck is this? Matt Walsh on some bullshit. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Matt Walsh on some bullshit. What the fuck is this?
Hypocrisy. So what have we learned here today? Hopefully a lesson that you were taught when you were 6 by your parents. Don't listen to strangers. Matt Walsh is a stranger. You don't know him. You don't know anything about him. Everything that you think you know about him was given to you online by sources and him. But you don't know if any of that's true. You don't know if he's married. You don't know if he has the 20 kids that he claims to have. You don't know. And yet, you tune into these motherfuckers daily for them to tell you how you should think, how you should feel, what you should do. And we've entered into an era where those 3 things could also contribute greatly to you being in a wheelchair for the rest of your life, or worse. So do not allow these motherfuckers to take you from consequence culture to, oh my God, he's bleeding out culture. Don't do that. Avoid that at all costs. Unless you are one of the people who are sitting there right now thinking to yourself, this motherfucker doesn't know what he's talking about. Fuck him. They deserve what they get. Well then, bitch, you deserve what you get. You and your bitch cart deserve to be tipped the fuck over. You deserve to reap the consequence of the world that you are now creating for others and yourself. Thank you. Have a nice day.